Hello true believers and welcome back to Astonish. Today I'd like to have a bit of a ramble, and that ramble is on Monster Hunter Wilds. Now if you have seen the channel over the past few months, you will have noticed that I've been getting really into Monster Hunter. As you can see from the Shorts tab, the Live tab, well not here in the Video tab, but definitely in those two other tabs, you can see that I've been really getting into Monster Hunter. I've been playing a lot of World and I have been playing quite a lot of the beta. More than I should have. It's a lot. I was surprised when I saw it. But I'd just sort of like to have a bit of a ramble on the OBT2 that is now recently finished, just before the game comes out. Currently, it is the 20th when I'm talking about this right now. So, I mean, I'm super excited for the game. It comes out in very few days, which is why this is a ramble and not a full scripted video. But man, am I excited. It looks so good. The mechanics that I've played so far from the beta are absolutely incredible, and with a lot of the changes that have been made to the game, I think this might be the best Monster Hunter game, mechanically at least, in many a year. Not since World, possibly before then, but hey, I've not played a ton of the old games. I'm just going off of what I've played for World and for Wilds. I think it's a great improvement, and while I do miss the Clutch Claw, I understand why it is not in Wilds. Personally, it was just something that I enjoyed to see in the game. It you know, helps to tenderize the monsters a bit easier, but hey, if it's not there, there'll be new ways to play. Secondly, I am a Switch Axe player, and hearing there are updates to the Switch Axe really improves my day, because while it is good to use in Wilds, it does feel real sluggish, especially on that Switch. When you're in a combo, sometimes it feels a little bit difficult to get it to switch through, unlike in World, where you can pretty much seamlessly just push the right trigger and get the Switch Axe to switch through to the blade mode. It's really useful in World, however in Wild it doesn't feel quite the same, it's a little bit clunkier. And also on another weapon fault that has been changed, Jordan is a insect glaive user, and a lot of the aerial moves from that were just stripped away for the Wilds beta, and seem to have been re-implemented from what people have been saying, which is very interesting. I mean, I don't know what Jordan thinks on it, because he's not in the room with me right now, and if I get Jordan to speak on it, he'll be right here.
Thank you, Finlay. I've got a lot of thoughts on the insect glaive, but my main one is definitely the aerial attacks. Not only have they completely gutted the aerial abilities of the insect glaive, making it so you can no longer do air combos, but they've also switched the buttons for the aerial attacks for some reason. I don't get it. They used to be the other way around in World, and it throws me off so much. But it's okay, because the aerial attacks aren't really usable at the moment. Luckily, from the sounds of things, they have fixed it in the recent updates, but I'll have to wait and see.
It's going to be real awkward if I didn't get Jordan to speak there, but yeah, there are changes to weapons in Wilds that have seemingly been reverted to the World's version of the weapons, but hey, they tried something new and it didn't work. At least they're willing to, you know, not force people to use the less than ideal mechanics that the community said that they don't like. I also pre-ordered the game, which means I get an absolutely sick as fuck armor set. Damn, that thing's good. I've also seen from gameplay recently that there is a healing mantle, which looks so good. I can't wait to use that fucking thing. I use the health booster in World to regain my health easier without having any potions, and man, having that thing is going to be great, because it seems that every 4 seconds it starts to heal you again. There was a Twitter video that I saw on it. If I find it, I'll pop it in right here.
The performance mode in general, the game in general, is so different to what you'd have experienced in the beta. The beta builds OBT1 and OBT2 with the same build, and it was the performance mode in general, the game in general is so different to what you'd have experienced in the beta. The beta builds OBT1 and OBT2 with the same build, and it was more recent. It's not final, but it's more recent, and you'll kind of see how much better performance mode especially looks, because there's a lot of performance mode content on there.
But it looks really interesting, and I honestly cannot wait to use it. I also can't wait for the progression system in Wilds. It looks like it's going to be quite interesting, because it seems like each area is a seamless joint. You don't have to sort of fly to each area like you do in Worlds. It seems like you can literally just hop on your Sacred and just go. You want to go to the oil barons? off you go. It's in that direction. You want to go to the Blood Forest? It's in that direction. You want to go to the final area of the game? It's in that direction. You know, it's quite an interesting way to sort of do Monster Hunter combat and world design, as it's not really been done like that before. So I'm wondering how this is going to work out. Is it going to be more like a Sonic Frontiers open zone thing, where it's like, yeah, you can go to a massive part of a huge new area, and then you can sort of like switch to a new area, and then you can traverse that, perhaps maybe getting on the boat that's in the back of the in the village in the beta? Or do you literally just run through to them? From reports, it seems like you do just literally run through to them, but I've not really seen a lot of gameplay because I'm, you know, trying to keep some surprises for the final game. The monster list in this game, by the way, is absolutely fucking massive. I think it's like I think it's like 40 or something like that. I might be wrong. It could be like 30. 30 was the amount for base Monster Hunter Worlds, but you've got a ton of new monsters, and there are new ones being announced almost every single day. I mean, Balalonga was just like officially announced a couple of days ago. We had Mitsuzune from the State of Play. There are so many new monsters that are being announced day by day. I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and I see that Devil Joe's been confirmed. Or they could add in Great Jagras, and I would be really happy. Because I love Great Jagras. He's my favourite. Anyway, on with monsters that are in the game. My favourite so far has to be Chaticabra. He is so ugly and funny and weird. He just makes me smile. He's the first monster that you fight seriously, and well, he's going to be washed, because I mean, at the moment, a lot of players are taking him down to like 5 minutes in the beta, so come to the real game, and I think that poor little bastard's going to get squashed immediately. But his armor set's good. I can't wait to see what his weapon looks like, because I haven't seen that yet. The Palico armor's really nice too, so I cannot wait to kill that little bastard. I'm gonna pulverize that little shit. And plus, me and Jordan have a little theory on the armor sets, as when you do damage to the wounds, you seem to get plus materials, which means that there might be a chance that we can unlock the high-grade armor early, because, you know, why else would we be getting the plus materials for the high-grade armor if you can't get it early? This is, of course, a mechanic that I think will change due to the fact that now your high-grade armor can also be used as layered armor, so I'm wondering if the progression system for armor has changed ever so slightly, but we won't find out until the full game comes out, and obviously, you know, we see more on it. We had Arkveld's Sword and Shield also revealed very recently, which is really cool, and the merchandise for this stuff is crazy. I mean, there are these little bottles from a Japanese restaurant that are like the potions, and I want them so bad. I think I might have to just run over to Bai and grab it. I hope MIB still doing his Bai ads, because apparently you can get like 2,000 yen or something like that. It was like $20. Yeah, I might have to do that, because a lot of this Monster Hunter tie-in stuff is really, really cool. I wonder if this also will affect the restaurant that's in Japan. You know, maybe they'll get a Wilds update to that. That'd be really cool too. But the gameplay is what I was here to talk about initially. There's just so much Monster Hunter stuff going on right now. It's crazy. There's chairs, there's plushies, there's cool ass swords and shields being shown off. It's amazing, and there's just massive buzz I'm feeling through all of my like Twitter and my TikTok, just the Monster Hunter community getting really excited for this next game, and it feels like it's almost taken over the internet. I mean, hell, it's taken me over. It's like the symbiote over here, it's writhing inside of me. I need Monster Hunter Wilds. I need it. And, you know, I feel that sense for everyone on the internet, whether it's just the bubble that I'm in, or it is actually that everyone is really excited for this game. I'm yet to fully understand or see. So if you yourself are really excited for Monster Hunter Wilds, get in the comments below and tell me what you are excited for, and while you're there, tickle that like button and the subscribe button too, it wouldn't hurt. Obligatory plug out of the way. Seriously, this game looks like it's going to be amazing. It looks like it might possibly be the best Monster Hunter game to release ever. I'm kind of hoping that the title update monsters that roll out are a little bit more interesting than Mitsuzune. I've not fought them yet because I've not really gotten that far into Rise. But from what I've heard, there were 3 versions of Mitsuzune in Rise, and they weren't amazing, but they were still cool, so I'm excited to see that. And there was also this video I saw a couple of days ago. I'll pop it on screen now, and I'll pop it in this little info card up there about what monsters this person was hoping to see, and like 3 of them were confirmed mid-video, so hey, this guy might be onto something here. But man, I can't wait to see what new monsters we get. Plus, I'm assuming that we'll get a massive upgrade like, you know, Iceborne about a year after the game releases, which, boy, I wonder what they'd call it. You know, we had Iceborne, Sunbreak. What's Wilds' version going to be? Domestic? Like, I can't really think of what it will be, but I'm excited to think about what monsters could come over. That being said, I'm surprised that Diablos has not been confirmed already, considering the fact that the main area that you spend most of the OBT in is a massive sandy area, and it feels a little bit odd that he's not there. Though maybe they're just trying to escape the movie, because that would also bring the game very, very close to the movie with almost all... no, in fact, that would make all of the movie's monsters in Wilds. And that would be just horrific, especially if they copied the way that Ron Perlman says Rathalos.
Rathalos.
Why does he say it like that? And why did they change the law? Who knows? Bad movie making is probably the answer, but still. Anyway, Monster Hunter is massive at the moment, and Wilds is a big reason for that. It seems to be not only the most accessible Monster Hunter game at the moment, aside from World, but also the one with a very interesting learning curve, as the OBT really pulled a lot of people in, and it pulled me in as well. So I'm super excited to play this game, and if you've gotten this far into the video, thank you so much for getting this far into the video and listening to my rambles on Monster Hunter. If you liked it, get down below, give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you think about Monster Hunter and if you're excited for Wilds. And if you are down there, there's no harm in subscribing. But if you have enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!